different cars, but bragging rights to somebody tonight in that mechanics race. And here come the Thunder cars ready to go. Green flag. Katie by the door. We're going. And Bish out in front. Miller running second. Miller goes to the high side. Andy Miller in the 14. Andy Miller, but he gets up high. Bish may be able to pick the lead back. And Bish will be your leader. Andy Miller running second. And Dave Phillips in the third spot. They almost got three abreast going down into the turn.
Andy Miller and Kurt Bish make some contact. Jeff Manners blew a tire, and look at him. He's still running out there on the rear of the tire. It's a good thing Manners set up the title before tonight.
It clear off.
Well, it's a good thing he set up the title before tonight's race. Here comes Phillips underneath. Miller and Bish really hitting out there.
And Bish goes upside down. That's not Kurt Busch. That's Kurt Bish. Warren Cook's got a flat tire in the Dodge, number 38.
And folks, there's Kurt Busch Jr. He's okay, but got into some contact there with Andy Miller. They both got a little squirrely. Miller, of course, suffered some heavy damage on the passenger side of his number 14, but Bish just got sideways there in front of the pack. Second rollover this season for Bish. Very similar to the first time roll, but he just kind of tipped her over and actually, now that I recollect, I think that was a harder flip. This one was a lot easier. Might even be able to tip this car back over and get it back.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that after race starts. What's yours?
You do know that for sure, right?
And the double zero goes back off.
Him with a record set back in the 1980 with Brad Doty had 8 wins, and also with Edlin Sr. in the early 80s here at Tri-City in the Super Sprint class. Race out of turn 2, Robbie Schweitzer going for win number 7 here at Tri-City as they go side by side almost into turn 3. Here comes side by side. Walt Phillips is trying to hit him.
Up on the high side. Who's going to lead it? Phillips or Schweitzer for lap number 3. And it's going to be Phillips.
Phillips continues to pace the field. Schweitzer closing in again on the top side of the speedway. He really loves that outside cushion in that silver number 97. Down the back stretch they go. In turn number 3 again side by side. Dave Phillips trying to grab his second win of the season. He was the first winner ever in this class on opening night, and he continues to pace the track, to pace the field, using the inside line.
And Schweitzer going for the lead. Warren Cook coming back in the Dodge, number 38. And Blake is charging up there now in third spot.
And Schweitzer really lost it up there in 4. In fact, the front end is broken on the 97. The sparks flying out of the 97 on the right front wheel. I think he's broken something in the suspension on car number 97. And now the 00D of Dave Phillips pulls ahead. Well, behind him are 2 drivers still looking for their first wins in this class. Joe Blake out of Oil City and Kevin Cooper out of Cooperstown. Halfway point is here.
And we'll keep the eye here and see if Phillips can beat these guys. Andy Miller with a little air conditioning in the 14 Ford, riding in 4th position. That car actually did run with a Pure Stocks last year.
As the 00D of Dave Phillips continues to pace the field, Joe Blake in the number 9 holds on to second. Remember, these guys are going to go 20 laps on September 28th here in part of the Applefest 100 event. Down the back stretch, Dave Phillips heads into turn 3, closing in on the lap car. Joe Blake really swinging it through the corners. He's starting to get the hang of dirt tracking. Whoa, Phillips caught behind Brandon King there for a moment here on the front stretch. That slowed him up as Joe Blake closes in car number 9.
Working on lap number 8 now. Phillips still your leader. Blake running second. Kevin Cooper in third. Andy Miller in fourth.
Now Joe Blake is starting to move in closer on car number 00. As they head down the front stretch out of turn 4, it's still Phillips, and now he's opening a little bit more ground on Blake and Cooper after getting into that tussle-off there with the 46 of Brandon King.
Down the back chute on lap number 9. It'll be 3 to go this time for Dave Phillips.
WOD crosses the line with 2 laps to go. Yellow flag is out. Caution is out because the 00 of Kurt Busch is leaking fluid all over the speedway.
10 down, 2 remaining. 6 cars on the lead lap. Phillips your leader, Blake running second. Blake closing just a little bit as he comes off of turn number 2. Down the back chute, Kevin Cooper rides in the 3rd spot. Blake going up high, closing in on Phillips.
Here comes Joe Blake, perennial demo derby racer and winner, as he's cranking out the sideways moves going into turns 3 and 4, and now he's trying it in 1 and 2. Well, this could be a duel. Oh, Blake loses it.
Blake goes around. And he keeps it going. He's dropped back there to 4th spot. There's the winner. Phillips takes it. Kevin Cooper second. Andy Miller third. His best race ever. The 8 in for 4th, and Blake will finish 5th.
And that concludes our feature races for tonight. Our Pro Stock Mechanic Pro Stock class. Phillips moved into a class much more affordable for him and the other drivers. Well, there he is, folks. Let's hear it for Dave Phillips. Felt challenges from every corner. We'll head up here and get a chance to talk with him, because these guys don't weigh in. They get up here to victory lane a lot faster than I ever do. David, congratulations on your 2nd win of the season.
Thank you. The first week out and the last week out.
That's what we were just talking about. I'll tell you what, you had a couple of good battles there. Schweitzer was all over you.
I know he likes the high side, so I was trying to, take that line away from him. I couldn't tell what was going on behind me, though.
Well, he ended up breaking on the right front, so that ended up putting him out. But then, I don't know if you heard the number 9 behind you, but boy, Joe Blake was coming, wasn't he?
Oh, I knew he was there. I could hear him.
Were you sure if it was, you didn't know who it was, did you?
I could see it on the scoreboard. I knew who he was.
How's it feel? I mean, I'll tell you what, you started out with a bang, and gosh, this team it seemed like you ran into bad luck.
We've been having trouble all year. The motor I won with the first week was a 305, and then we blew it up, and my cousin bought me this motor for $250. And we've been having trouble with the carburetor, and a friend of mine lent me a carburetor for tonight, and that seemed to fix it. Too bad I didn't do it earlier.
Absolutely. Now, I asked Jeff Manners, our titleist, earlier tonight. He said this year total of about $1,200 he put into his car. How about you?
If I hadn't blowed the first motor, it would have been even below that. But with the motor and stuff, it was pretty similar, yeah.
Something similar, about $1,200. That's not too bad to just go out and race. I know you win a trophy, but you don't have a lot of money in these cars, and it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
No, it's a lot of fun. This is my last night in the car. I traded it to John Miller for a bunch of stuff, so I'll build the new one now.
You'll build the new one, so who's racing it on our Applefest night?
Probably John Miller Jr., I guess.
All the Millers are getting into it. Dave, congratulations on a fine win.
Thank you very much.
How about it, folks? Let's hear it for Dave Phillips out of Franklin. Nice guy picking up another win here at Tri-City. Walt, back to you.
I have a list of cars here, and I'm not sure if it's exact lineup or not for the mechanics race. And I don't think all the drivers are on there because there's supposed to be about 24 of them, and I only got about 18 or 19. We have 44S Tom Harry, Mike Alex in the 87, Kevin Carter in the 965, Mike Rice in the 36C. I think maybe it's Bruce Thomas in the 54. The name is really illegible here. I can't be sure, but I think maybe it's Bruce Thomas. Jay Kent is in the 1R.